Hello, it's me again. Today I'm going to show you my Dreamworks animation DVD collections. These particular collections are not the regular DVD. These are called the F-board DVD collections. The reason why there are these kind of DVD releases was because back in the day, before 2015, there was a distributor called Innova Digimedia. This particular distributor had few movie divisions. The divisions that distribute movies from 20th Century Fox, it was called Magic's Eyes. I made a video concerning the 20th Century Fox collections from Magic's Eyes in my channel. But there's a different division, the division that distribute movies from Paramount Pictures. Those movies were distributed by a division called Movie Line. This particular division released movies also from Dreamworks before 2013. It was because these movies from Dreamworks, they had the agreement with Paramount to distribute the movies worldwide. So the license for the Dreamworks movies went under Paramount. So these movies, these Dreamworks movies, they was released by Movie Line. But after 2013, after the license went to 20th Century Fox, the license to create the DVD and to distribute the DVD went to Magic's Eye. So in this particular collection, you would see two different versions of these movies. The movies before 2013 and after 2013. So newer movies newer movies at the time like Turbo or The Croods, they were distributed by Magic's Eyes and no longer by Movie Line. But in the early days, they were released by Movie Line, and most of these that I own, they were released by Movie Line. You might also notice that these are not complete, so it was kind of a little bit inconsistency that happened to the distributors. They were not always releasing the movies on F-board. They also released movies on regular DVD box cases. But before I go into the collection tour, I'm going to tell you what is F-board. So F-board is this DVD or video CD case that looks like books. So if you put these on the shelf, they all look kind of nice, kind of neat, like books. So F-boards is basically a DVD that looks like a book. And usually they put also booklets inside, so they really are basically like books with the DVD inside. The positive side or the advantages from it is that it looks very good, it looks very neat, it looks exclusive, it looks amazing on the shelf. But the drawback is that it's not a DVD box, so there's no clear safety, or there's no some kind of a box to keep the disc inside, so the dust or maybe insects or dirt, they can seep through the packaging quite easily because there's no such thing as barriers from the disc and the outside. That is the drawbacks, but they really look very cool. Now, there's a difference in terms of F-board. There are two different versions of F-board. The first one is F-board regular. Now, I have these two movies for the example. The first one is the National Geographic The Great Migrations, and the second one is Game of Thrones Season 2. You might notice that they all look quite similar and they all look like book. But the difference is there are actually the F-board Standard and F-board Deluxe. The Game of Thrones DVD belongs to the F-board Standard and the National Geographic one is F-board Deluxe. The way to tell the difference is that the F-board Standard is basically like a book with hardcover, so it's hard. But with the F-board Deluxe, it's actually very soft. You can touch the paper and you can feel that it is very, very soft, like this one. So you know the difference now between F-board regular and F-board deluxe. Now, even though these particular collections, they look very good on the shelf, there's a crucial inconsistency that might really affect the entire collection, so they don't really look particularly good, because even though they're from the similar distributor from Movie Line and they're all the movies from Dreamworks, Movie Line released them in various versions. Some movies were released on F-board standard and some were released on F-board deluxe. Some released with a specific height, and some are higher than the other, and also sometimes it doesn't look pretty good on the shelf because of the heights, they're not the same. Unlike the DVD boxes, the height of those DVD boxes are always the same, but with these F-board, they just looks like books, so we can't really predict that they're going to be fit perfectly in the shelf. That is also the drawback of collecting F-board. Now, you know about what is F-board and the difference between regular F-board and deluxe F-board. Now, again, I'm going to tell you that I do not have all of those Dreamworks movies on F-board, because many of those were released on regular DVD, so this is what I've been talking about, inconsistencies. Sometimes they also released these F-board movies on regular DVD boxes. I was kind of hoping that I could collect all of this in uniformed versions, like turns out that many of the F-board movies here are available on the regular DVD boxes, and I didn't know that. But that's it about the introduction. Now we're going to take a look at the Dreamworks Animation F-board DVD collection, but you gotta notice that this is very kind of exclusive and kind of rare today, because the distributor Innova Digimedia, it closed its doors back in 2015. So new movies after 2015, they won't be available in Indonesia from these particular distributors. So now, without any further ado, let's just check my Dreamworks Animation F-board DVD collection. Okay, take a look at that. I have this stack of Dreamworks F-board movie collection. Let's just start from the beginning. On the top is Turbo. This particular movie is not distributed by Movie Line. This was distributed by Magic's Eyes because it is from 2013. Take a look at the design for the spine, and we're going to check the design of the disc. That's it. This is the Blu-ray. I actually put the Blu-ray inside this DVD case, and that's the DVD underneath. I do this quite a lot in order to save space. Let's put the disc back and close this one and move to the next movie. This one is Rise of the Guardian. So this is the last Dreamworks movie released by Movie Line. Take a look at that. This is the design for the back, with special features and all. Let's try to take a look at the design of the disc. Take a look at that. It was very exciting to watch the movie back in the day. And move to the next one is Puss in Boots. Take a look at that. The design for the front cover. And let's try to take a look at the design for the back. That's it. And let's try to just take a look at the design for the disc inside. That's it. So Movie Line, they're always better in terms of releasing movies compared to Magic's Eyes. So it was a letdown when 20th Century Fox took the license from Paramount. Take a look at that. This is Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted. This is the design for the back. I have the first two Madagascars, but they're on a regular DVD box. Take a look at the design for the disc. And there's this small artwork inside. Okay, now move on to the next one is Kung Fu Panda 2. This one is the F-board deluxe. So far, all of them, they're all in F-board deluxe. Take a look at that. And this is the design for the back cover. and this is also from Movie Line. Take a look at that. We're going to see the design for the disc now. That is it. So Movie Line is always better in terms of the disc, in terms of the artwork and all. They're always steps ahead from Magic's Eyes. Take a look at that. And let's put it back in the place and then close this one and move to the next one, which is How to Train Your Dragon 2. So this is the sequel of the first one. I prefer the first one compared to the second, but just take a look at the design for the back. There's it. Toothless and Hiccup over there, and let's try to check the interior of the movie. That's a little nice artwork over there, and this is the disc. So the discs are different. The manufacturer for the discs from Paramount and 20th Century Fox are essentially different. Now this is the first movie, How to Train Your Dragon, a brilliant movie. I love this movie very much, more than the second one, but this is the F-board standard that we have here. It's not the F-board Deluxe. And let's try to take a look at the design for the disc. That's it. And there's also a very nice artwork inside. It's very collectible actually. Let's try to check. No, there's no picture behind the first disc. Let's put it back. And we're going to move to the last one in this stack, that is Monsters vs. Aliens. This is actually quite special because this is 3D. Take a look at that, the design for the back. We're going to check the discs inside. So this is the only F-board Dreamworks came out in 2 discs, because the second disc is the 3D for Bob's Big Break, and take a look at that. It came with these 3D glasses, these Monsters vs. Alien 3D glasses. Very neat and very interesting actually back in the day, because I guess because Monsters vs. Aliens, it was released during the hype of Avatar at the time. It was 3D was in its highest peak back in 2009, so it was a decade ago. I can't believe that it was a decade ago. Okay, but I actually do not really like 3D. Take a look at that, Trioscopics 3D. But the good thing about the 3D on DVD is that you do not need a new 3D player and a new TV for that. Take a look at that. And this is the last one actually, the Croods. This is from Magic's Eyes, because the license is belong to 20th Century Fox. But this is what I hate from the 20th Century Fox, because the quality of the disc is very bad. I prefer the Paramount, because the Paramount, they use the Sony ADC disc, while this version, I don't know, because the quality of the disc from this particular distributor is not really good. And I consulted a lot of collectors also. They had similar complaints about movies released by Magic's Eyes on DVD, because the quality of the DVD, they're not really good. This particular movie, The Croods, the DVD that was broken, it was one of the many reasons why I sometimes purchase the bootleg versions of movies, because the actual distributor, the original distributors, they let a lot of people down. I had several movies that was blocked by Sinavia. Original movies blocked by Sinavia. I can't believe that.
DVD.
It looks just like a CD, but it holds.
Okay, that's it about my Dreamworks animation DVD F-board movie collection. I hope you find something new or something different from this particular video. And I would like to say thank you very much if you're still with me up until this very moment. If you like this video, please kindly hit the like button. And if you want more videos like this, please kindly hit the subscribe button. And once again, I sincerely say thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.